Hey YouTube, it's me again, and I saw something last night that made me think, what's the world coming to? And I'm going to share the video, the tweet with you, and it's about potatoes and eating cheaply, where this young lady on Twitter spent $68 Canadian dollars on 10 or 12 items, when what she should be buying is these, and I'm going to show you a nice way to cook them. Let's check out the tweet. I've sped it up a bit, I think it's 1.5.
How much groceries do you get for $68 where you live? Please tell me, because I want to show you how much I paid, how much food I got for what I paid. I can't even talk. 16 items, because I got one more of these to feed to my child in the car, because we are shopping. How much do you think this costs? $68.09. 68 fucking dollars. What am I supposed to do? One more time, just so you can see how much food that is. Do I have to revert to a life of crime? Because this is absolutely... I've never thought about stealing food before today when I was in the grocery store. Like, I actually thought about stealing fucking food. Like, somebody come and help us. We are dying. This is not okay.
What I propose for her money, she should be buying things like ginger, which you can use a cheese grater and grate, and sacks of potatoes like this, which cost €7, let's say $7. So let's make something really nice with some good oil, oil of colza, C-O-L-Z-A. That's a good oil to eat, and all you need is gas or electricity. Or I hear Bill Gates is going to pay poor people to install wind pumps, heat pumps, so that he can offset his tax. So maybe you don't even need gas. Do you know what? Let's get on with it. Famous oil of colza. Pan that's about 12 inches in diameter, with a lid to just steam cook a bit better, a bit quicker. So using the gas before Bill Gates tries to cut it off, get the pan hot. While that's going on, you don't want to cut the potatoes too thin. So cut the ends off. And if you cut them thick, like about 8mm or 11/16, then you can get quite a few in the pan, and you're not going to be stuck for space. If you cut, if you cut thin sliced chips in a pan that's a foot square. Alright, so we'll let the oil heat up. Optional, add some garlic, say halfway through the cooking stage, because these are going to take about 4 minutes each side. So don't add the garlic too quick or it'll burn. Ginger is really good for inflammation, it's good for all sorts of things. It's a magical plant, so you should cook it, use every opportunity you can to cook it. Red cabbage is a great food to eat as well. She could have bought some red cabbage. She should buy some red cabbage next time. Let's have a quick listen to Bill Gates while this is getting hot.
Are you offsetting your own personal emissions with that? And can you give us a sense of the scale of that?
It's like 10 million a year.
Okay.
10 million.
And just
It's a variety of things, buying electric heat pumps for low-income housing where they get the benefits of lower monthly bills, and I take the carbon credits for those things. There's solar panels. There's a huge variety of things. I don't use some of the less proven approaches.
Such as?
I don't plant trees.
There's a lot of people who are very enamored with trees. We've got trees on this stage. Some people would even say that if you just planted enough trees, it could take care of the climate issue altogether.
And that's complete nonsense.
Okay.
I mean, are we the science people or are we the idiots? Which one do we want to be?
So by definition, we're the idiots, right? After listening to Bill Gates, I'm doing some building work here, by the way. I've made a hole in the wall, and I'm going to add some light, because what did God say? He said, let there be... Not that I believe in God. Alright, so let's add these potatoes. Get it set up. So it looks like something like Cecil B. DeMille knocked up. Cut a bit more potato up. Why not? Be careful when you put it in, Canadian lady. We don't want you in hospital. Got yeah, got some garlic there I'm going to enjoy. That is almost too thick. I'll put it in anyway. There we go. I could bring the heat down a bit. Put the top on. Go and listen to Bill Gates again. Push the garlic before you chop it. And it doesn't have to be too finely chopped. It's just a quick thing. It takes longer to peel it than chop it. And you could of course do the old, but that's kind of, it's good enough. Right, it's been a good five minutes. Now, you've got to be careful when you turn these over, because this side's going to be moist and it will spit. See that spit? Whoa. In fact, you can turn it off the heat while you're doing this. You can run up the side of the pan, you push the potato up the side of the pan, sometimes it works, like that. You can just turn them over, like that. Alright. So, now, back on with the heat. Come with a lid. Things to add to your lovely dinner: a nice balsamic vinegar, some salt to taste and all that, as they say. The Fard de Cap Bon, kind of a chili sauce. I know what you're thinking. What do they taste like? Well, really good. Really, really good.
Are you offsetting your own personal emissions
Yeah.
with that? And what, can you give us a sense of the scale of that?
It's like 10 million a year.
Okay. And just
It's
to be
a variety of things, buying electric heat pumps for low-income housing where they get the benefits of lower monthly bills.
Thank
and
God
I take the
for Bill
carbon credits
Gates.
for those things. There's solar panels. There's a huge variety of things. I don't use some of the less proven approaches.
such as
I don't plant trees.
There's a lot of people who are very enamored with trees. We've got trees on this stage.
Unbelievable.
Some people would even say that if you just planted enough trees, it could take care of the climate issue altogether.
And that's complete nonsense.
Okay.
I mean, are we the science people or are we the idiots? Which one do we want to be?
Are you offsetting your own personal emissions
Yeah.
with that? And can you give us a sense of the scale of that?
It's like 10 million a year.
Okay.
Solar panels. There's
Shut
a
up.
huge.